Hey everyone, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Welcome to my channel, Melded Media Production. If you enjoy, please like and subscribe. Chinese spy balloon. Between January 28 to February 4, 2023, a Chinese spy balloon was spotted over North American airspace. The spy balloon drifted across the North American airspace down to the Carolinas. The Chinese government did deny the spy balloon and said it was a civilian meteorological airship that had been blown off course. The Chinese spy balloon was shot down on February 4, 2023 by an F-22 Raptor using an AMX-9 SIDEWINDER missile. The downing occurred at 2:39 p.m. Eastern Time in territorial waters somewhere 6 nautical miles off the coast of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The OceanGate Titan Implosion. OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush, deep-sea explorer, Titanic expert Paul-HENRI, NARGEOLET, British businessman Hamish and Pakistani-British businessman along with his son Shahzada Dawood all died in an implosion on an excursion to the deep sea to visit the wreckage of the Titanic. All 5 died instantly in the implosion. There had already been previous speculation and concerns about the safety of the submersible. The Titan was not safety certified due to the fact that their passengers weren't carried directly from a port and the excursion took place in international waters. It was already seriously suggested that OceanGate have the Titan assessed by an appropriate agency, but unfortunately OceanGate avoided this urgent suggestion because of OceanGate's unwillingness to pay for the fees. To make matters more troubling for the doomed submersible, it was steered with a modified video game controller, a Logitech F710. An incident occurred in 2022 when one of the Titan's thrusters was connected backwards, forcing the submersible to spin in circles when it got near the ocean floor. The whole steering situation was corrected solely by holding the game controller sideways. With several other incidents over the course of about 4 years or so, OceanGate basically loopholed their way into business. As of July 2023, OceanGate has suspended all exploration and commercial operations. Global warming. 2023 was a year filled with bad climate news. This year has been one of the hottest on record, with average temperatures from January to November being 1.46 degrees Celsius higher than pre-industrial levels. In the meantime, fossil fuel emissions reached a record-breaking 36.8 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide, 1.1% more than in 2022. There seems to have been an increase in the amount of areas scorched by wildfires annually since the 1980s. As a result of more land ice flowing into the ocean, about 40% of Antarctica's ice shelves have receded over the previous 25 years. Which could be accelerating the rise of sea levels. Earth's temperatures at the end of pre-industrial times was 13.68 degrees Celsius, with today's current Celsius sitting between 14 degrees Celsius and 16 degrees Celsius. Artificial intelligence, ChatGPT. Developed by OpenAI, ChatGPT was introduced on November 30th, 2022. In the chatbot's first 5 days, the OpenAI developed platform ChatGPT obtained 1 million plus users, and as of 2023, going into 2024, ChatGPT has gained over 100 million users and 1.5 billion visitors, with the United States being its top user and India being its second largest user. ChatGPT has been used for so much, from writing articles to creating works of art, and it's even been used to interpret the Bible in its own way for some people who choose to use it for that purpose. With 2024 here, I strongly believe it feels like ChatGPT is just getting started, with this year going to be its full second year up and running for the world to use. July 26, 2023, Congressional UAP UFO hearings.
The subcommittee hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, will come to order. Today we are not just debating the existence of UAPs, we are deliberating on the principles that define our republic, which is a commitment to transparency and accountability.
As we convene here, UAP are in our airspace, but they are grossly underreported. These sightings are not rare or isolated, they are routine. Military aircrew and commercial pilots, trained observers whose lives depend on accurate identification, are frequently witnessing these phenomena. The stigma attached to UAP is real and powerful and challenges national security. I have experienced advanced UAP firsthand. We were primarily seeing dark gray or black cubes inside of a clear sphere.
I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program.
When we launched off Nimitz, my wingman was joining up. We were told that the training was going to be suspended and we were going to proceed with real-world tasking. As we proceeded to the west, the air controller was counting down the range to an object that we were going to, and we were unaware of what we were going to see when we arrived. The controller told us that these objects had been observed for over 2 weeks, coming down from over 80,000 feet, rapidly descending to 20,000 feet, hanging out for hours, and then going straight back up. For those who don't realize, above 80,000 feet is space. All four of us, because we were an F-18F, so we had pilots and Wizzo in the back seat, looked down a saw a white tic-tac object with a longitudinal axis pointing north-south and moving very abruptly over the water like a ping-pong ball. There were no rotors, no rotor wash, or any sign of visible control surfaces like wings. The technology that we faced was far superior than anything that we had.
Based off of each of your experiences and observations, do you believe UAPs pose a potential threat to our national security?
Yes.
Okay. You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Mr. Grush, as a result of your previous government work, have you met with people with direct knowledge or have direct knowledge yourself of non-human origin craft?
Yes, I personally interviewed those individuals.
Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Right. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously, 1930s.
Are you aware of any individuals that are participating in reverse engineering programs for non-terrestrial craft?
Personally, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Grush, why is it that you referred to the phenomenon as non-human intelligence? Why deviate from the basis of extraterrestrial life?
I think the phenomenon is very complex, and I like to leave an open mind analytically to specific origin.
Article 3 of the Nuclear Arms Treaty with Russia identifies UAPs. It specifically mentions them.
And number one, COVID-19, no longer a global emergency declared by the World Health Organization. The coronavirus. This virus has ripped through humanity in 3 years' time. With over 6.5 million dead, this truly was a global shutdown. In this time, the modern world realized its fragility. If extraterrestrials ever truly existed, they weren't worried about us. The COVID-19 virus destroyed millions of lives. May 5th, 2023, the World Health Organization declared the global emergency officially over. The virus isn't going anywhere, it's here to stay, and it continues to change strains. Hey everyone, if you made it this far and enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Happy New Year's.